What are those things that you think we can't avoid if we want to transit our wealth from one generation to another? We most of the time talk about investment. But please, the rule, these are like rules. Rule 1 says, dynamic investments put money or create wealth that is dynamic through reshaping cycle. And here I want to share the example of the Madivan, Kachira sugar. When it is now on 4th generation, the first generation, if I told you the story of how the Kachira man got there, it is humbling, but I will not go into that because of time. They started by producing sugar for drinking. They later started to produce industrial sugar. This is for beverages, the one we use in foods and confectionaries. They started to produce sweets. That's now a different market segment. From sweets, they started to produce power and connect it to the grid. From the power, they now produce alcohol. They are the chief exporters of alcohol to Europe from Uganda. Do you see how this business is doing some form of metamorphosis? When the new sugar factories came into the country, because we had originally had 2, Kachira and Rugazi, 3, including Chinyara. Now, new factories came up, started to compete with them. Now they are reshaping into a different state. Same business, different state. Rule 2, diversification of wealth bases. If we take the other forms I spoke about, try to diversify your family business, your family wealth to be in all those centers. Take your children to school to increase on their know-how. Bring your wife closer to appreciate what you are doing. Number 3, identifying and investing in the stick careers. The lawyers will tell you, when they are asking the question, who is likely to be your heir? Most of the parents stammer. That you have reached the time of making a will, but you have not identified among your children who holds the competence, the will, the attributes to carry your. I'm calling it stick carriers. For those of you who used to run in school, that career, the career, you run and hand it over to another one, they also run. Yes, that baton. In really. That person must have been identified, must have been invested in to increase their value and capacity to take over. But if you are still going to look for this person and you are going to debate in front of the lawyer with your wife, whom do we give this? Then you are in trouble. That business will not last. Because you are simply bringing the person into the game. So I am putting that thing in time. And that's where my point of emphasis would be. In time. Parents, God gave you capacity to see through your children when they are even at one age. You can tell. Inside you may not tell us, but inside you know your children, those for us who have more than one. We can read through their capacities, concentration, social attributes, And we need to start to build them towards the takeover. Sibya kutomera at the end. And there is a misconception, the lawyer will correct me if I'm wrong, that it has to be the elder one. No. To me, it has to be the one that has the capacity to carry your mantle.